Hi and welcome to the 110 quiz for U.S. History, Part B. To locate your 110 quiz, make sure that you go into your Unit 1 course tab on the blue navigation bar to the left in your course. Click to go through the prompts to enter into the quiz itself, and you will find Quiz 110 ready for you. Quiz 110 consists of a total of 12 questions, and in this recording I'll be reading the questions and the answer options to you. As you go through your quiz, make sure to save answers as you go, and then at the end save once more and then submit for grading so it goes to me successfully in the gradebook. Question number 1. All were effects of racism experienced by African Americans at the turn of the 20th century except poverty as a result of sharecropping, segregation enforced by Jim Crow laws, forced relocation to northern cities, or the last option, violence and death from lynching. Number 2, which is not a method of Southern state legislatures used to make it difficult for Southern blacks to vote. They attempted to overturn the 15th Amendment. They imposed literacy and citizenship tests. They enacted poll taxes, or they threatened blacks with violence. Number 3, who publicly argued that blacks should accept their inferior social position, yet secretly worked to advance their civil rights. Was it W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, John Marshall Harlan, or Marcus Garvey? Number 4, who would most likely have said, we must have equal rights, but let those of us who are educated and know the ways of politics lead the way? Was that W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, John Marshall Harlan, or Marcus Garvey? Number 5, who founded the Tuskegee Institute, gave lectures around the country, and established the National Negro Business League? Was that W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, John Marshall Harlan, or Marcus Garvey? Number 6, which statement about women at the turn of the 20th century is false? They couldn't vote. Once married, they had no property rights. They received lower pay and few opportunities than men in the workforce. They were barred from volunteering in social work. Number 7, which quote best explains the discrimination women faced at the turn of the 20th century? The Bible tells us that women have no need to be involved in the world of politics and business. Men alone of the sexes have the intelligence to work outside the home. Women are best suited for domestic service and not the rough world of work and politics. Women are wonderful caregivers to their children and husbands. Who was the first woman elected to Congress? Jane Addams, Alice Paul, Jeannette Rankin, or Elizabeth Cady Stanton? Number 9, the 19th Amendment became law of the land when President Woodrow Wilson signed it into law, after 36 states had ratified it, once Congress had passed the measure, or when the Republican and Democratic parties endorsed it. Number 10, in which region of the country did the women's suffrage movement achieve its earliest victories? In the South, in the East, in the West, or in the North? Who founded the National Women's Party and called for a constitutional amendment to give women the right to vote? Was it Susan B. Anthony, Jeannette Rankin, Lucy Stone, or Alice Paul? Who led the National American Women's Suffrage Association, created when the NWSA and the AWSA merged, and made great progress by developing a highly flexible state-by-state strategy? Was that Alice Paul, Julia Ward Howe, Carrie Chapman Catt, or Jeannette Rankin? Please again make sure to save your answers and then submit for grading. Good luck on your quiz, and as always, contact me with any questions.